friends, it's me, Mrs. McHenrick, your friendly neighborhood art teacher, back again. And I am here today to do a drawing prompt with you about an animal and giving it some human jobs, some human characteristics. So I have a special animal to share with you today because it's, hint, one of my dogs. And we're gonna actually have a very cool new technique for adding color to your artwork. This one's really fun, so I hope that you stick around for that. Before we get started, my shout out today is going to Miss Calarco's first grade class. Hi everybody. I hope that you're doing well, and I really hope that you are having a good time at home. You're still learning, still working, still reading, still creating, and that you're also getting a chance to go outside and play and get some exercise. So don't forget about all of those special areas like STEM and music and PE and art, all right? And library, but you're doing that with reading too. So here is our mailbag. All right, everyone, so our drawing prompt for today says, draw your favorite animal doing something a human does. Brushing their teeth, driving a car, playing an instrument. And the first thing that I thought of for this was our puppy. And I know that you know that I have two dogs. Their names are Archer and Nymeria. And Archie is 7 and Mary is 1. And she's still a baby. She's still very much a puppy. And we have found out that she loves to dig holes in the yard and the landscaping. It's like her favorite thing. She goes outside to go to the bathroom and she doesn't come back, and we're like, where is she? And then we find her digging a hole and completely covered in mud. No good in the hood, but that's all right. It's what she loves to do. So I have a really cool drawing of a dog that I'm going to share with you that comes from another art teacher. So I started with that, and then I'm adding to her a cool outfit to make her look like a coal miner, because I don't know who else really likes to dig. Maybe coal miners like to dig. I don't know. But I'm gonna give her a hat with a headlamp and some overalls and a shovel. So here we go together, and stick around for that awesome coloring technique at the end. All right, here we go. I guess we'll start with the top of the head. Now, I did a practice one of this. And this drawing, the dog drawing that I'm doing with you today, is actually originally by another art teacher. Her name is Caitlin Eddington, and she has an Instagram page and a Facebook page, and her Instagram is called Art with Mrs. E. And I love her. I follow her. I have followed her for a long time, and I also just love the style of illustration and drawing that she does. So I'm using a dog step-by-step drawing that she just posted on her Instagram page a couple days ago for this project. So we have the dog face shape, and now we're going to add some details like a big nose and a little shiny spot. And I don't know about your dogs, but Mary loves to stick her tongue out when she's excited and happy. She also does it when she's sleeping too. It's really funny. And then just a little spot on her nose to show some depth. Couple of eyes. And some doggy eyebrows. Dogs have eyebrows. All right, now let's do the body. I'm going to add the coal miner costume details at the end. I'm going to start with the body shape first. Okay, and then this next part, we're going to do the front legs, and I'm going to do a long line that goes past. These are going to be like her hips right here. So this is this line between her two front legs, and then these are her actual front legs. Now we'll throw some paws on there. My second graders and my third graders who did this project last year, maybe this is reminding you of our George Rodriguez Blue Dog project that we've done. Those are super fun, and everybody always does such a great job with their dog drawing. So got a knee and a back foot. There's her ankle. And another knee. And a back foot. Another ankle. All right, and obviously, Mary is very generous with her tail wagging, so we have to show that for sure. All right, how are we going to turn her into a coal miner? Well, I actually think we're going to give her a hard hat and some overalls and a shovel. So I'm going to actually turn the top of her head into part of the hat. If you are doing a dog along with me and your dog is not going to be a coal mining dog, that's okay. That's like the brim of the hat, and then they have to be able to see in the dark. So here's a headlamp. And shining, okay. And some overalls. I don't know why I feel like coal miners should wear overalls. Basically because I Googled coal miner costume and all of the costumes seem to have overalls. So if you or your family member is a coal miner and you don't wear overalls, would you please let me know so that I can adjust my dog's costume. Okay. And last but not least, a shovel. So I'm just going to have the shovel sticking out behind her here. She looks so happy to be digging, which is totally true. She has been coming inside completely covered in mud lately. It's been really fun for the whole household. All right, there we go. That's pretty shovelly. Maybe like some lines here, maybe one like it. All right, I feel like she looks like a little coal mining dog. Oh, you know what? Potentially, let's just make this even more realistic, and I'm just gonna put a pile of dirt right here because that's her favorite thing, is to kick up all these piles of dirt. It's really fun for her. Maybe one over here too. little one. All right. We've been talking about how we can add color to our artwork, especially if we don't have things like paint or watercolor paints at home. So I want to show you a really fun trick that I learned also from the same teacher who taught me how to draw the dog. Her name is Caitlin Eddington, and she shared this really cool trick with tinfoil and washable markers and paintbrush and water. So here's what you do. Whatever colors you want to use on your painting, you're going to imagine that the tinfoil is a paint palette. Like at the primary and intermediate schools, we use magazine papers for our paint palettes so that Mrs. McHenrick doesn't have to do a ton of dishes. But you're going to take that, oops, my orange is almost dead. Ooh, I'm going to use that for something special soon. Let's see, maybe I need some blue. Take it and you're creating your little paint palette. Just rubbing back and forth, drawing or coloring back and forth, I should say. Let's see. Oh, Mr. McHenrick's home. Some green. Okay. So we'll just start with that. Now, here's something really cool. So, once I take my paintbrush and I dip it in my water, I can just use the water to mix up the paint, kind of wake it up, bring it to life. And then, let's see, where do I want it? Maybe on the hat. Look at that. Isn't that so cool? It becomes watercolor paint. You're basically creating watercolors. What you're doing is you're adding a lot of liquid to the color from washable markers, and you are making your own watercolors. I just thought that is such a cool technique. I couldn't wait to share this with you. This is especially good too if you just are like me and you really love to paint, but maybe you don't have watercolors at home. And that's okay, because look at, we're making our own. So this is really cool. I want to just challenge you guys, because I have said to you before that something that I really miss about working with you and seeing you every day are your ideas. So I want to challenge you to see if you can find some other really creative ways that you could add color to your artwork with supplies and tools that you have at home. Now I know if you have crayons, you could say, oh, you could color with crayons. Or if you have colored pencil, you could say, oh, you could color with colored pencil. But I'm thinking about, like, what are some really creative ways that boys and girls might be able to paint or add color when they don't have paints at home? So help me out, see what you come up with, and then send them to me so that I can tell all the other boys and girls through my YouTube channel. All right, so I'm gonna keep painting Miri here, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. This is just a really cool technique that I hope that you try at home. And make sure that if you are watching these videos that you are getting in touch with me, whether it's Google Classroom or you're emailing me or you're commenting on YouTube so that I can see you and I can hear from you, because I definitely miss your beautiful face. And I hope you have a wonderful day. See ya.